Odisha is one of the poorest states in India, with highest proportion of people living below the poverty line. Majority of population depends for livelihood on rain-fed agriculture. The agriculture is marked by erratic rainfall, droughts, poor agronomical practices, heavy use of chemical inputs, and lack of access to information. The situation in Ganjam and Gajapati districts of Odisha is no different. An improvement in agronomic practices through technological inputs can be a big boon to these people. But for that, technological inputs have to reach them with a view to strengthen their traditional knowledge and practices in harmony with local social fabric and nature. Many of the NGOs have been doing crop trials in small and scattered way. By streamlining these efforts through a well-defined process, could help small and marginal farmers in improving their agricultural production. It was this need that led to the evolution of experimenting with participatory technology development, or PTD for short, on pilot basis in Indo-Swiss NRM program Odisha. PTD may be described as development of a new technology or refining old ones by bringing together the insiders, the male and female farmers, with the outsiders such as NGO staff, technical experts, government staff and researchers. Bringing these stakeholders together provides an opportunity for knowledge exchange and upgradation. PTD stimulates mental constructs and supports farmers in the more intangible issues of empowerment such as building self-confidence, ability to question and demand services, and develop themselves as change agents. The didactic focus is on learning through direct experiences.
In Odisha, the participatory technology development intervention involved main crops such as paddy, maize and ragi, which are very important crops for the livelihoods of the marginalized tribal communities.
Major steps in PTD include trust building, understanding local situation, identifying options and setting priorities, designing and conducting experiments, and analyzing and sharing results. Upscaling of good practices is the culmination of the first cycle of process. The experiment started in 5 villages during early 2003. Initially, a meeting with farmers was organized to discuss issues in crop cultivation. The farmers were encouraged to freely air their views. The next step was to form farmers' groups facilitated by NGO staff. The farmers then analyzed those problems, arrived at a basket of various options to solve them, worked out the cost of each option in terms of inputs, assessed its sustainability for the group, and then selected an option that the group felt was most optimal. The groups during the process were capacitated through demonstration of techniques like seed selection, seed treatment, germination tests, raising of group nurseries, best method of tilling and transplantation, best practices in the use of inputs like farmyard manure, biofertilizers, vermicompost, etc.
Ambaran sarondean alen yang nati lelenji allaga warai la angawaran sidru mele anga jenang den pitiri nanom dan delen den alen iti jenang te nyananganji tapma tamme anyanangji oro baranji tin dagani tin ayamji oro baranji tublelumle.
The NGOs and the government agriculture officers interacted with them to help them put the newly learned techniques into practice.
जो मुख्यटा जोटा गछर लोक शिखिले जे मुख्य जे आदाय बढ़िया हेले गछ प्लांट पॉपुलेशनटा ठीक रहिबार अछि माटी मॉइस्चर कंडीशन ठीक रहिबार अछि बोली कहले ऑर्गेनिक मैन्यूर व्यवहार करिया कथा.
They were also encouraged to visit other groups in the crop season to learn from them as well as to exchange their own experiences. The demonstration effect is a great learning process. Seeing is believing. A good example is to plant less and get more yield. When a farmer sees paddy with more spacing growing faster and better, yielding more ears and panicles of crop, he is more readily convinced. The farmer also learns that an airy, environmentally friendly field suffers less from instances of pest infestation. When the farmers themselves see the yield in different farms, they compare and analyze which of the trials worked best. They also understand which of the trials did not work and why. Sharing the results are mainly through Farmers' Field Day and Interface Workshop. In the Field Day, the farmers exchange their views and experiences. This also stimulates the non-PTD farmers to learn from others' experience. The local NGOs, government staff and facilitators have a support role only. Of course, the farmers are the ones to share their experiences, learn and rejoice as the harvest is ready and bountiful. In the Interface Workshop, the farmers get the opportunity to meet and discuss with scientists at state level on their trials. It also helps in improving upon and designing the new experiment.
They also could discuss and debate many technical aspects. Many times the scientists were at a loss to provide answers to the specific questions asked by farmers.
By the end of 2 years, the role changes. Participant farmers of the previous PTD process are now in a position to provide technical support to peer farmers. Known as master farmers, they subsequently become the drivers of the PTD and guide other farmers to improve their agricultural production.
Antasang nami PTD minamulle broki ekwa jenang pantana ase binasang alle sana isai nami kan PTD sele gamle gorjang le sota banang sandeli nade yar gorjang jenang banang sanade binasang alle nasai tai.
The PTD process at ISNR-MPO has helped farmers to increase their yield by 2 to 3-fold. While the paddy yield has gone up from 8 quintals to 19 quintals per acre, the maize yield is up from 8 to 22 quintals and ragi from 3 to 7 quintals.
In this PTD, how women are considered as a farmer. Usually never women considered as a farmer in the agriculture. So it is a very important aspect of that now women are recognized as a farmer.
PTD also helped in the dissemination of good practices. Now, more than 1,000 families in Ganjam and Gajapati are able to benefit and improve their agricultural practices.
Namanlen, ganumana PTD sanang sanle, nami anle neti PTD birna anjanang basan le nyang namri, mana surround akar bisot tane laang aortai laang mana kani galdisin tu al na aortai nen name anlen PTD den le amang PTD dele na ayam lengan len gana ganjrang den asu tur irtun tunle na ler galam dagen asene nam aur okay PTD sana sana okay anlen teluan aur ganalam okay kudu bana ayang ale amang anlen anlen agaram naiti.
The best result is that the group cohesion has increased. The issue of confidence, the self-esteem has raised. The challenge that we have is this needs to be continuous from sustainability point of view, and now the department also has to be more proactive to take this initiative further.
Participatory technology development is a process where every stakeholder is a giver and all stakeholders, regardless of rank, position or gender, are takers. While the challenges of integration with government departments and panchayats and its self-replication remain, let's be sure that a silent revolution is going on, which would change lives of thousands of farmers in the near future.